Hello, as you all know, I'm the Badger Reborn. Today is a special episode for patrons talking about the bosoms in the Wheel of Time. Hello, as you all know, I'm the Badger Reborn. Today is a special episode for patrons talking about the bosoms in the Wheel of Time. Hello, as you well know, I'm the Badger Reborn. Today is a special episode for patrons talking about the bosoms in the Wheel of Time. I know that some of the appeal here may be my level of discomfort, but the joke's on you because I'm totally comfortable. I've had a list of requests to work through in this video. I'm going to start with a simple explanation of bosoms, in case some of you aren't sure what they are. Bosom refers to a woman's breast region, and it's a commonly used term in the Wheel of Time. I've made a graphic representation as well. You can see from my detailed sketches. I've made a graphic representation as well. You can see from my drawings, which, by the way, no need to compliment my drawing skill, I already know. But you can see from these detailed sketches exactly what I'm talking about here. These are larger than these are. These would be part of a set, and these would probably also be part of a set. Normally how it works. Maybe you could like mix and match. These aren't the only two sizes, but it's a good way to start off. Now to get into more specifics, Robert Jordan went into a great amount of detail about the many bosoms in the WoT world. Many seem to be described as large, perhaps a disproportionate amount. However, research done by some members of the WoT community has proven that the size descriptions are actually fairly consistent with what we might expect in the real world. In a video breakdown, the Bowtie writer detailed every instance of the word bosom appearing in the series. I won't recreate that, but I will talk about my opinions on some of them. YouTube content creator Jin... Oh gosh. YouTube content creator Jin from Lesbi Nerdy wanted me to discuss Swan, and specifically her boobies. YouTube content creator Jin from Lesbi Nerdy wanted me to discuss Swan, and specifically her boobies. Another word for bosom. Now, some people may find Swan sexy or want to read about her boobies, but I do not. Swan is one of my favorite characters of the entire series. Top 10. But I think a primary part of the way Robert Jordan wrote her was that she was not a figure that other people found to be sexy. Swan is strict and dedicated to an extreme degree. She does not have time to bother with being sexy. Gareth Bryn does fall in love with her in one of the best romantic plots of the story, but it is for her eyes, brains, and passion, not her boobies. In the show, I hope that Rafe does not focus any attention on Swan's bosom. If she is sexy, I will be unhappy. And there was speculation that Izuka Hoyle would be going to play Swan, and I'm glad this is proven to be false. Though she does have striking eyes, she is far too attractive. There are several other characters with bosoms in the Wheel of Time. Berelaine is one of them, also Rizal, who's a woman in Evudar, and there are quite a few more, really all the female characters. I've also been given some acting tips on how to keep a straight face when I'm talking about funny or embarrassing topics. First up is biting the inside of my cheek as I talk, so... Bosoms in the Wheel of Time are described frequently, but not in an overtly sexual way. They are often just a part of a description, and are noticed more or less frequently depending on which character. Matt, for example, notices and thinks about the boobies of nearly everyone, which is not unrealistic behavior for a 20-year-old man. Next up is puckering my face like a fish while talking. I guess like the duck face that people make. So one question that people have... What? So one question that people have is whether bosoms will be shown on the Amazon WoT TV show. We never see any exposed boobies in the books, so I don't think we should see them in the show either. It should be all PG like the books. It's worth noting that Robert Jordan never described the bosom of any of the male characters. Is there a reason for that? We may never know. Thanks for watching, and I really can't thank you enough for supporting the channel as a Patreon. Your support is one of the things that not only helps me financially, but it's also a huge encouragement to me to keep making videos, and to try new things and fun things like this one. Your support really means a lot to me. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.